Welcome in to another episode from the Critics Collective. I am the Dad Panther, variety streamer, content creator, master of none. And today we're focusing on VIVO. This is a movie on Netflix, came out in 2021 with a running time of 1 hour and 35 minutes. Now, this movie right here is aimed for the kids, but believe it or not, there's some stuff in there as we adults can pick up on. Now, this comes all the way from Cousin Lin. You can feel or see or hear his fingerprints all over that. Who's Cousin Lin? If you don't know, then you not fam. If you do know, put it in the comments. Now, IMDb says a music-loving animal embarks on a journey of a lifetime to fulfill his destiny and deliver a true love song to an old friend. That is correct. Now, through this review, we're going to go through the highs and lows, and then I'm going to go ahead and rate it. You can put in the comments, what's your rating? I mean, you can also let me know if there's another movie we should be listening to, watching, reviewing. That's what we do here. What we also do is tell you, hit the notification bell, ring that bell, hit the subscribe button, follow, like for more. Now let's go into my cons, because I always start at the bottom, work my way up. The cons for this is it felt like the pacing was off on this, even though it's 1 hour and 35 minutes, which is the right timing, I guess, for me, or even just a movie like this. There was just something off that felt about the pacing. The other thing I would say that was kind of a little off on it, at least for me, was it felt like at times there was really 3 storylines that were kind of going before eventually they blended into one. Sometimes it's done seamless where I guess you're just not really paying attention to it, but I could be looking at it too far. I mean, it's a kids movie, let's be honest. But that's really the only thing I can kind of knock about this. Maybe the execution of some plot stuff, but that's really it. I think I put that with the pacing, the P and the P, the plot and the pacing is what slows this musical down and makes it miss a few notes. Musical miss notes, dad joke. Anyways, let's talk about the good stuff. Good stuff, the cast, the voices, you're going to hear them. Get on your feet. You'll hear the voices and you'll know exactly who that voice is. The music, I thought the music and the setting very authentic. The other thing I thought was really good about it is the artwork. A lot of times we see Pixar, Disney, we see the same style of art, but recently, especially more recently on Netflix and smaller studios and other things that are, in between, we're seeing some really interesting animation and different ways to kind of come up with a way to tell a story. And this one, I thought the animation was good. I like the music, but the music didn't stand out. So I'll say it this way. There's some songs like bum bum bum, that will kind of move and get you going. And there were some songs that I felt like kind of felt flat and they just didn't connect the same way as some other musicals or kid movies or Disney movies or Pixar or DreamWorks, other movies where you're like, hey, you hear it the first time, Prince of Egypt, and you're like, this is epic. And it just didn't, I felt like it didn't have that. I just missed it a little bit on it. Other than that, I mean, it's time to rate this thing. We rate from a 0 to a 5, okay, with 0 being horrible, 5 being excellent. So we are talking VIVO. This is 2021. This is 1 hour and 35 minutes. I had said the pacing and the plot just missed some notes, but the cast was great. The animation was delightful and it felt authentic, not just the music, but also the setting in which they had. The story just missed a few notes as you made it to. I'm going to say this is a 2. If I could rate for my daughter, she would say it was a 3. She would say it was a 3. So take that for however you want, but that's the rating here. Now hit the subscribe button, like, comment for more. We would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, kalika